Welcome back. Take two. So I had to break up the video just for storage purposes, and I appreciate your understanding in my lack of technical abilities, but hopefully the other skills outshine, and that's what you're here for, I hope. So Dudley has decided to join me for part two, and I hope you're a dog lover because I just can't kick him out right now. But we finished on our sideline press, quadratus lumborum. Again, remember that this is primarily responsible for assisting in respiration, allowing us to come into a deeper place of slow and controlled breath to be the antidote for the sympathetic nervous system. We drop into parasympathetic with slow, deep breaths and connect more deeply to our root, our space of safety and security. So, Dudley's enjoying the bolster, but we are going to move on. So you've done your left side, you'll do your right side, but now I'm going to show you another press. So this is where you'll need your ball. If you don't have a ball, you can use a folded up towel. And you'll take your ball and sit right on it. So remember, the pelvic floor muscles are a sling of muscles from your sit bone to your sit bone, from your pubic bone to your tailbone. So I'm going to place this ball right in the middle, right on my perineum. Now, depending on how sensitive you are here, if you have male parts, you might need to lift and adjust so the ball can situate comfortably there. So find a space that's tolerable. This should be a sensation of awareness, not pain. You'll then take your block or your stack of books and place that on the ground between your thighs. Your bolster or a couple of couch cushions will sit on top of that block. So now I have this nice declined angle, and I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see that. So my ball, my block, my bolster. I'm going to pull the bolster so it's all the way up into my belly. Again, if there was a baby in there, you might consider doing this on your back so there's less compressive force. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and drape myself over the bolster and turn one cheek to the bolster. And breathe. So now I am again connecting into a state of rest, of deep breath. And with the tactile pressure of the bolster, or the ball underneath my pelvic bowl, I'm able to reacquaint and reestablish the sense of my breath, my thoracic diaphragm, with my pelvic floor diaphragm. So as you inhale, feel your breath expand into your rib basket and also down into your pelvic bowl. And as you exhale, feel a natural recoiling back to center as your air escapes your nose or your lips. Inhale, descend. Exhale, ascend. Continue in this way of breathing, and whenever you feel like you want to switch your cheek to the other side, turn. Once again, feel how the props support you, neutralize your pelvis, your spine. Feel safe, feel held, feel connected as the props are holding you and connecting you into the earth. Stay for as long as you like. Remember, I'm going to slowly move on for the sake of time, but you may stay as long as you want. Press pause if you need to. If you're following along and ready to move on to the next shape, bring yourself upright. Now, depending on the size of your room, you can just simply come up off of your ball and swing around to the other end of your bolster. So now you're going to be in an inclined position. This is where you're going to need your blanket roll that you've rolled up in a little blanket burrito. And you'll take the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide, like a butterfly. Baddha Konasana. Your blanket burrito will set on top of your feet, and then the ends will wrap underneath your outer thighs and support you. So in this way, we're again reminding our bodies to be restored, to be supported. If this is not enough, you can take a couple of pillows and support your outer thighs that way. I'm going to adjust so that my tailbone is on the earth as I lean back. And the bolster is coming just about my lower ribs, 11 and 12. Just as you need. Make all the micro adjustments that you need to get into a space where you can simply surrender and rest. If you do have a pillow or another blanket close by, it might feel stabilizing and nurturing to place the blanket on your belly, or you can use your hands as I'm going to demonstrate here. And with your legs out wide, letting your pelvic floor and bowl open in a state and a gesture of receiving. And still held and supported by the earth. So in this moment and in this shape, know that you are safe. Know that you are secure. Know that you belong. This is a great place to set a mantra, a phrase that you can take with you throughout the day, a reminder, a touchstone of all the elements of the root and of the earth. So on your next breath in, say out loud or to yourself, I am. As you exhale out loud or to yourself, safe. Inhale, I am. Exhale, grounded. Inhale, I am. Exhale, supported. And keep going this way, exchanging or inserting your own words that connect you to yourself, to the earth, to this moment. And then on your next inhale or so, take your hands to the outside of your knees and gently pull your knees together. Roll over to your left side. Connect once more to this receptivity center, your energetic side of receptivity. Your yin side, your left side, is traditionally associated with the feminine, and that's the receptive side of the body, the earth side of the body. We'll finish here with a pelvic floor release. So this is where you'll need your ball once again. And if you don't have a ball, remember you could just fold up your yoga blanket, or you could use a pillow. But since I have my ball, I demonstrate with the ball. So we'll sit right onto the ball once again, right at the perineum, a fleshy space of tissue from in between your pubic bone and your coccyx. Rest your hands on your thighs, or bring one hand to the earth and one hand to your heart, and send your breath down into your pelvic bowl as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel your breath and your pelvic bowl subtly lift. Connect into this breath, this breathing pattern. And as you do so, I'll invite you now to find movement. So remember, the pelvic floor muscles have an attachment laterally from one ischium to the others, one sit bone to the other. So gently shift your weight to the left and to the right. Massage this place. It is your place of connection, belonging, safety, love, security. When I say love, I mean it in the most primal of senses, its most primal instincts. And then we'll shift your weight forward and back. So anteriorly tilt your pelvis. So tilt your pelvic bowl forward and bring the ball towards your pubic bone. And then posteriorly tilt your tailbone back. So now we massage the ball towards your coccyx. Tilt forward and tilt back. Adjust your tool, adjust your implement as needed. This can be quite intense. If you need something softer, please take it. And then find an oscillation. So roll your pelvis to one side, massage to your sit bone, your tailbone, your other sit bone, and your pubis. Keep going that way, inviting some stimulation of movement, of blood flow, of lymph flow, this beautiful fluid exchange in your fascia, your connective tissue. We can get a little bit stuck and rigid in our own patterns of movements, sometimes in our patterns of thinking or believing. Switch sides, switch directions. And just by simply changing our movement pattern, we can change our belief patterns, our emotional patterns. So maybe again, call in your mantra of I am, and insert your word, whatever it is you wish to cultivate today, as long as you need to. Settle into center. Once again, reestablish connection to yourself and to the earth. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Stay in this shape as long as you need. Be sure to revisit any of the shapes that we went through together. Also in the first video. And the gentle reminder that once again, all of this that I share with you is information for you to listen to your own body and decide what is useful and necessary. If you're unsure, please check in with a pelvic floor therapist or your own doctor. And I thank you so much for your time, for checking in with yourself, for joining me. And I would love to hear any questions or feedback that you might have, so you can drop a comment below or reach out to me privately and we can connect that way. Many blessings to you on your journey to your roots. Take care.